Yeah, James, Daniel Sturridge scored a hat-trick on Sunday against Fulham. He's really coming along for the club now.
He certainly is. Yeah, you know, when you look at his goal-scoring record since he arrived from Chelsea in January, it's hugely impressive. 11 goals, only started 12 games, and after that initial burst on the scene in January, he had a bit of a lull, and his standard slipped, and I think people were wondering whether it had been a smart investment, that £12 million, but he's come back really strong over the past month. Obviously he came back and transformed the game against his former club Chelsea at Anfield, and since then he's remained at a high level, and 3 exquisite finishes yesterday to ensure Liverpool bounced back after a slow start, because some sloppy marking allowed Berbatov to put Fulham in front, but second half, once Brendan Rodgers reverted back to a flat back 4, Liverpool really turned the screw and were completely dominant, and Sturridge got a hat-trick. Liverpool could have had 6 or 7 in the end. It was that emphatic, and it's pleasing to see Liverpool finishing the season strongly. A year ago they were kind of limping towards the finish line, and the end couldn't come soon enough, but this time around, it was another record-breaking day in terms of Liverpool have now scored more away league goals in a Premier League season than they ever have. And plenty of positives for Brendan Rodgers to build on, and now hopefully they can sign off on a high when QPR visit Anfield on Sunday.
Yeah, it must be a great comfort for the manager. This is a team without Suarez, without Gerrard. He's having treatment for this shoulder injury. There is other people at Liverpool who can come and fill the void, isn't there, by the looks of things?
Yeah, I think that was the most pleasing thing yesterday. It was the first time this season Liverpool have gone into a game without Gerrard, without Agger, without Suarez, and when you look at it, that's a very strong spine of the team. And I thought they coped admirably. I mean, there's been a lot more pressure on Sturridge's shoulders in the absence of Suarez, but he seems to have relished that. And Shelvey came in, did okay in midfield yesterday, and important for Sebastian Coates. No one had seen him in 4 months, so it was good for him to get some minutes under his belt, and Andre Wisdom as well back in the side. I think it did show that there is some depth there. I mean, obviously Liverpool are a stronger side with Agger, with Suarez, and with Gerrard, but they've shown that they can cope without them. And I think with a few notable additions this summer, it all bodes well for a much improved season next year.
Liverpool FC will be bidding farewell to Jamie Carragher at the weekend. What are their plans for that great player for the club?
Yeah, it was certainly going to be an emotional afternoon at Anfield on Sunday afternoon. The end of an era, really, in many ways. Jamie Carragher is 737th appearance for the club, second only to the great Ian Callaghan in the all-time appearance list. And I'm sure there'd be a guard of honour to applaud Jamie onto the pitch. And all the tributes he gets on Sunday will be fully deserved. I mean, the travelling cop made their feelings pretty clear to him at Craven Cottage on Sunday. The way they chanted his name and singing about a team of Carraghers, and the banners as well in support with him, because there's no doubt he's going to be a huge loss. And I think Brendan Rodgers has said himself, you can't even begin to try and replace Jamie Carragher, because not only is he still such an accomplished centre-back, but it's what he gives you off the pitch in terms of his leadership as well. And, it is going to be a gaping hole he leaves behind. But, I think people can understand why he's decided to go now. He wants to go out on a high with he's still been a regular for Liverpool Football Club. He's dedicated, the last 17 years of his life to the club. And, he's been a magnificent servant. In his peak, he was up there with the greatest centre-backs in Europe, and he's won everything apart from the Premier League title, and he's got a glittering trophy collection, which is just reward for his efforts. And he'll get the send-off he deserves on Sunday, because he's been a class act.